hands because the
It
gentleman
ends badly. That's what the happy ending for us is.
the gentleman that
I hate good endings.
the gentleman that executed those police officers just signed, sealed, and delivered their death penalty, which New York has. So at the end of it, we get to watch someone go to the gas chamber. Thank you.
I mean, the only thing we're missing here is, back in the old days, before they had such, high-tech security, in the old days, say maybe 50, 100 years ago, you would have had an enraged mob of African Americans storming the prison, where the police, the guilty police officer in that other case was held, hanging him. This would have been a reverse case of, basically the police taking this guy out and, I don't know, firing squad, beating him to death with truncheons, something. He said that's the only thing we're missing in all this, racial strife and police strife is we're missing the lynch mob, aren't we?
You're going to get it.
I miss that.
You're definitely going to get it in prison because I do know for a fact that cop killers don't do well in jail. The prison guards tend to turn the head the other way, so you're going to see a lynching because those guys inside jail don't care who you're killing. They're killers themselves, and now they are in their playground. So I don't think that security officer is going to be lending a helping hand to him when he's getting a broomstick shoved up his ass.
That's a very appropriate image. I mean, that is the kind of revenge that prisoners like to take on. Yes, it is.
People out here think that prison is a happy-go-lucky environment where they
only if you have a large bank account,
right? Where they really give a shit what's going on outside. They don't. They're in there for a reason. Some of these killers in there will never, ever convert to what we are doing outside here. So they don't care about our racist wars that are going outside there. You're in their playground now, and you're now fair game.
Yeah, I think the most famous guy that was done in prison was Jeffrey Dahmer. Met that kind of fate, didn't he?
The broomstick up ye old keister. Yep.
And as a matter of fact, I think we just got a new graduate from outside society to prison today. I mean, wasn't it that 17 and 19-year-old kid that shot those other three?
Yep, he's going to jail.
Yeah, was it 6 life sentences plus 10 years?
17 years old.
So basically, that sucker, it's like he can reincarnate 6 times and he ain't going anywhere.
So if
like they'll take that fetus out of mom and throw it right in prison.
If you reincarnate like I do, you're going to jail. Sucks to be you. Next time you kill someone, don't get caught.
Exactly. I mean, don't do it stupid. I think this is another, besides the fact that we don't have the lynch mob, to run through the streets with the torches anymore, which I miss that. But besides that, the other thing is, I just lost my train of thought.
Murder is always hard to lose your train of thought. It's such a joyful image inside my head.
It is. It came right back to me. Stupidity. A lot of our killers, murderers, assassins, rioters, why are they always so stupid? I mean, is there kind of like a genetic code in today's killer, in today's society that says, yes, I like to psychotically murder, and I am also must be stupid?
Well, they said there's a thin line between genius and psychopath. And we don't have too many of those thin line serial killers coming out. We're getting the stupid ones.
We are.
We haven't gotten the Jeffrey Dahmers or the Bundys of the future past. We haven't had that.
No. Now, victims have always been stupid. I mean, is that a fair statement, Chuckles? Or
the killer can always be smarter than the victim.
Yeah, because
the victim can be as smart as he wants, but that killer could be that one step up. Here's a great point. I'm going to put this out for everybody out there. The Zodiac killer.
Okay.
Broad daylight, killing people.
Mm-hmm.
And these weren't stupid people out in the crowd that he was killing.
These weren't people stupid enough to go down to the dark basement.
Right. These were people in crowd, everyday Joes moving around, and he was able to get them in broad daylight, and we were never, ever able to capture him.
Right, and even in that rare group has to be Jack the Ripper prowled around at night, but still he evaded capture.
Yep.
So it can be done, folks. If you're listening to our show, yes, if you're going to go out, don't always assume that you have to shoot yourself in the head at the end of your murder spree. You don't have to. You can escape. It can be done. Now, granted, what, Chuckles?
I think what makes it so hard is today's science.
I know those sons of bitches with that DNA. I hate that.
It really has made it hard for anybody to get away with anything. I mean, if they find like your pube hair on the toilet and it's off cases, they can nail you for that murder. So it's a little harder than.
I always make sure I blow mine into the toilet bowl before I flush.
Right. I mean, maybe that's. You're almost going to dead air again with that. But I think
I did. Oh, this is a landmark. I almost rendered Chuckles the Clown speechless.
Almost. But I think that's what it is. I seriously do think it's the intelligence, because back in the days of Bundy and all those other guys, DNA stuff wasn't so hard. It wasn't so up in there. Even for guys.
I don't think they had any, right? I mean, I'm not sure when that technology came into existence.
Early 90s.
Early 90s, okay.
Late 80s. But and then it took months to figure it. Now it's days or weeks.
And you're right, they can from anything.
Yeah, toothbrush, your shoe print, a tire smudge. I mean, the forensic science, those guys are geniuses. Those dudes are definitely a step above the killers, and they have to be. And so it's really hard to get one over on those guys now.
So maybe the best idea is, after you've done a drive-by and you've murdered a few people in a graduation party, that's all great fun. But don't go home or wherever the idiot went in his own neighborhood. Yeah, I mean, black people only look all alike to cops. The rest of us that are not bigoted, we can tell you all apart. I mean, I don't know what to. Don't go home after you've committed murder. I mean, is that a fair advice?
Right. Don't leave your bloody glove on the back seat of your car.
There you go.
That's a good one.
Okay, that one stopped me. Okay, we're even now. Okay, while I recover from that, let's go back to the music. Let's do a little, how about Pentagram? Forever My Queen, here on the Haunted Cabaret on Rhode Island Free Radio.
Give it all my heart. The situation is all wrapped up. No more need to be said, oh no.
And we've been talking about, mass murder, serial killing, basically murder in general, and almost the impossibility of getting away with it these days. I mean, you almost need black magic to help you out to get away with it these days. And like Chuckles said, because of all this forensic skill, DNA evidence, like you said, in your own words, Chuckles, during the music, you said they're geniuses, they're scientists, they're wizards when it comes to this type of thing.
They definitely are, and each group gets smarter and smarter every time. If you want to become an accomplished serial killer and do it without being caught, join the Army or the Marines. That way, when you kill someone, it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, then, is it possible that, I know in the past, the best chance of getting away with murder was to have your crime be an absolute random killing. In other words, that's probably still holds true, right? Even no matter how much DNA evidence that can be brought to bear, a random killing.
It's harder to catch the kid doing the drive-by,
right,
than it is the guy that's planned out the mass murder.
Right. As long as the kid doing the drive-by doesn't go home 3 streets over, so
Right.
that all the neighbors can say, yeah, he went in there.
Or rent the gun from a local pawn shop that knows his face, and then they trace back the bullet that you got from the gun, and it's just not worth it.
Right. I mean, I don't know, maybe the better idea is to just have an escape route planned.
I'm still saying the
I mean,
better
just-
idea is join the military. If you really want to kill people, kill them from a distance, and you get paid to do it.
Yeah, but is there the same satisfaction if doing the same thing that
Sure.
everybody else is doing?
Of course, there's the same satisfaction, and you're getting a paycheck at the end of it.
I mean, the people that seem to have the most fun in the last couple of wars was those people at Guantanamo Bay that, got to torture the prisoners.
Well,
I mean,
be a hired assassin yourself. Those guys.
now I think we'll get, yeah. Now, see, that I think, were I a little younger and a little more ambitious, yes, maybe hired assassin, CIA. How about CIA?
Those guys get paid well to kill you. Although they're not doing so well with the people running over the lawns in the White House. Someone's definitely dropping the dime on that one.
I know. What was that about? I mean, I heard something about that was it recently? Now, this is the United States of America, supposed to be the most powerful empire in the world, and was supposed to have the president's headquarters is supposed to be the hardest place to break into on the face of this planet. Apparently not. Apparently they leave the doors unlocked, and we've had, 2 or 3
Average J. Joe.
average day disgruntled.
He jumped the fence, got through the lawn, and got into the White House. And there's supposed to be snipers on those buildings.
Well, actually, this is one of the things I did hear about this, is that there was a sniper on the roof looking through his scope. And what he did, I mean, maybe he didn't vote for the president. I don't know what it was. But apparently he had the trespasser, or whatever he was, in his scope, in his sights, as the trespasser ran across the White House lawn and into the White House. And he didn't open fire.
Neither did any of the other armed guardsmen he ran by. The guy in the front of the door that had a gun, the guy in the hallway that had a gun. No one wanted to shoot this guy for some reason.
And the sniper is now a sniper. Right now, I don't know. I want to know who they're putting on the roofs behind these scopes. Because the sniper's excuse for not flattening this intruder to the place he was supposed to be guarding with his life, his excuse was the intruder did not look like he was armed.
Oh, so that's okay?
That literally, I mean, and by the way, I make up a lot of things here on the Haunted Cabaret, ladies and gentlemen. I am not making up that. That was the confirmed quote from the sniper guarding the White House, that he did not open fire on an intruder running across the lawn because the intruder did not appear to be armed.
That guy needs to be locked away because in this day and age, none of those terrorists that strap those bombs around you that run into buildings or run into people looked armed.
Thank you.
They looked like everyday folks
All right, so-
before
so-
the bomb goes off.
So it wasn't just me. It wasn't just me that thought came to. Well, who knew what was under his clothes? Who knew what was in his sneakers? I mean, these are the ones that have already,
So
tried
this is
out.
how it's going to be. It's going to be so easy for me to take over leadership as America. I'm just going to run through that property dressed as a clown, and President Chuckles the Clown will succeed.
No, you don't. No, I think the reverse is true. You don't want to be in that White House as the leader of America because anybody can just walk across the damn lawn and blow you to bits.
Who's want to blow apart me, though?
I see you will take the offensive in these matters.
No. But me, the evil clown, the one that's going to provide entertainment for all.
How? What? All right, well, just in case, we'll get your campaign running in a hurry here. Just out of curiosity, you've piqued, as they say, my curiosity. What kind of entertainment would a President Evil Clown provide for America and the world?
Prostitution is now legal. Every state.
Well, yeah.
That's
okay,
entertainment. Money's
Okay.
back.
But how about
Drugs, every form and shape, is now legal. You
How about
are
all-
wasting my jails with these foolish drugs. If you want to blow up your brain with heroin, do it. I
I
don't care.
was thinking of something a lot more productive, maybe like outlawing DNA testing for accused killers.
I could outlaw people for being able to read.
Okay, you could.